Good morning to all. I am Dr. N. Gomati, Head Department of Commerce CA, Madurai Sivagasi Nada's Pioneer Meenachi Women's College, Puvandi. Today I am going to give some information about normal wages and overtime wages. First, we will see the content of this topic. It includes meaning of normal wages, meaning of overtime wages, problems related to normal wages and problems related to overtime wages. First one is meaning of normal wages. Normal wages is also known as wages. A wage is a compensation or payment paid to employees for work in a company during a period. Wages are always paid based on a certain amount of time. Usually, normal wages are paid on an hourly basis. Normal wages equal to normal hours into rate per hour. That is called as normal wages. The next one is overtime wages. Overtime is a time worked beyond normal working hours. According to Factories Act 1949, a worker works for more than 9 hours on any day or for more than 48 hours in a week, it is treated as overtime. Overtime wages are double the normal rate of wages. Then formula for overtime wages. Overtime wages equal to overtime hours worked into overtime rate per hour. Overtime hours is equal to the difference between actual hours worked and normal hours. That is actual hours worked minus normal hours. Then total wages means the sum of normal wages and overtime wages. That is normal wages plus overtime wages. Examples for overtime hours. Normal working hours 8 hours per day. Actual working hours in a day 10 hours. Overtime hours equal to actual hours worked minus normal hours, that is 10 hours minus 8 hours equal to 2 hours. Then go to problem. First problem, calculate the normal wages, overtime wages and total wages due to a worker from the following data. Normal hours in a week 44 hours. Actual hours worked 50 hours. Rate per hour for normal rupees 1.25. Overtime 200% of normal rate. Again I read out the problem. Calculate the normal wages, overtime wages and total wages due to a worker from the following data. Normal hours in a week is fixed by the company, that is 44 hours. Actual hours worked, if any person worked in a company, is 50 hours. Rate per hours in a normal rate rupees 1.25. Overtime is 200% of normal rate. For this way we do the solution. Calculation of normal wages. Normal hours into rate per hour. Normal hours is given the problem 44 hours into rupees to 1.25. We got the amount of rupees 55 is normal wages. Then calculation of overtime wages. Overtime wages equal to overtime hours worked into overtime rate per hour. Overtime hour equal to actual hours worked minus normal hours. Actual hours worked is 50 hours, normal hours is 44 hours. The difference between actual hours and normal hours, we got 6 hours, is called as overtime hours. Then overtime rate per hour. In this problem is given 200% of normal rate, that is 1.25 into 200 divided by 100 into 6 hours, we got rupees 15. Overtime wages is rupees 50. Okay. Then to find out total wages. Total wages means the sum of normal wages and overtime wages. Normal wages is rupees 55. Overtime wages is rupees 15. The total wages is rupees 70. Okay. Then go to next problem. Calculate the normal and overtime wages payable to a workman from the following data. Days, hours worked. Monday 8 hours, Tuesday 10 hours, Wednesday 9 hours, Thursday 11 hours, Friday 11 hours, Saturday 5 hours. Normal working hours 8 per day. Normal wage rate ₹1 per hour. Overtime rate up to 9 hours in a day at single rate and over 9 hours in a day at double rate, or up to 48 hours in a week at single rate and over 48 hours at double rate, whichever is more beneficial to the workman. Again I explain the problem. Days and hours worked are given the problem. Days Monday to Saturday, hours worked for Monday 8 hours, Tuesday 10 hours, Wednesday 9 hours, Thursday 11 hours, Friday 11 hours, Saturday 5 hours. On Saturday we have to assume that half a day in a company. Normal working hours 8 per day. Normal wages ₹1 per hour. Overtime up to 9 hours in a day at a single rate and over 9 hours in a day at double rate. Two slabs are given the problem. One for hourly basis in a day, next one hourly basis in a week. Then up to 48 hours in a week at single rate and over 48 hours at double rate, whichever is more beneficial to the workman. For this way we draw the table. On the basis of the problem we have to provide 5 columns. First column day, hours worked, normal hours, overtime hour is divided into 2 columns, single rate as well as double rate. Step 1. Okay. Next go to step 2. To fill the days, hours worked and normal hours, we write the days one by one. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Hours worked is also given the problem. Monday 8 hours, Tuesday 10 hours, Wednesday 9 hours, Thursday 11 hours, Friday 11 hours, Saturday 5 hours. Normal hours is fixed by the company in all days Monday to Friday except Saturday to fix 8 hours in a day. So that we write 8 hours in normal hours column. Saturday is a half a day, so we have to put 5 hours. Then next step 3, to find out overtime hours. Overtime hours, we go to the problem. What is given in the problem? Overtime rate up to 9 hours in a day at single rate, over 9 hours in a day at double rate. Up to 9 hours we have to pay single rate, over 9 hours we have to pay the double rate. Okay. Then go to step 3 column. To find out overtime hours, calculation of normal and overtime hours work. Monday 8 hours, normal hours also 8 hours. So it's equal for hours work as well as normal hours. That person is not eligible for overtime at single rate as well as double rate. Okay. Then Tuesday, person worked is 10 hours. actual normal hours is 8 up to 9 hours to give the single rate. Up to 9 hours means 10 minus 8 2. So 1 hour is a single column, 1 hour is a double rate column. Okay. Then Wednesday 9 hours is worked, normal hours is 8. Then 1 hour is overtime, is 1 hour is put in the single rate column. Double rate column, there is no hours in a double rate column. Thursday hours worked is 11 hours, normal hours is 8 hours, 3 hours is overtime. First 1 hour is a single rate, balance 2 hours goes to double rate column. Next go to Friday. Friday, if the person worked 11 hours, normal rate is 5 hours. So excess 3 hours is called as the overtime hours. First 1 hour is a single rate, balance is go to the double rate column. Saturday is hours worked is 5 hours. We have to assume that Saturday is a half a day. So normal hours also 5. There is a no single rate and there is a no double rate. Okay. Again I explained to find out overtime hours. Hours worked, normal hours also given the problem. We have to find out overtime hours for single rate as well as double rate. Up to 9 hours single rate, over 9 hours is a double rate. So Monday 8 hours, 8 hours. There is a no single rate, no double rate. Tuesday 10 hours, 8 hours is normal, 2 hours is a overtime hours, 1 hour is a single rate, 1 hour is a double rate. Wednesday 9 hours is worked, normal is 8 hours, so balance 1 hour is a single rate. Okay. Thursday and Friday, the person worked for 11 hours, 8 hours is a normal, so balance of 3 hours is called as a overtime. First 1 hour is a single rate, the balance 2 hours go to the double rate column. Saturday hours is worked 5, normal hours also 5, there is a no single rate, no double rate. Okay. Then step 4, to find the total hours. We have to add hours worked, normal hours, overtime hours for single rate and double rate. Hours worked for 54 hours, normal hours is 45, single rate 4 and double rate 4. We have to check the problem to add normal hours, single rate hours and double rate hours. We got the total hours worked. Then step 5, to calculate total wages. In this problem is given two methods. First method is hourly basis in a day. Second method is hourly basis in a week. Which hour is more beneficial to the workman? First take method 1, total wages for hourly basis. So normal wages, normal hours into rate per hour. We see the table, normal hour is 45, single rate is 4, double rate is 5. So normal hours 45 hours into rupee 1 equal to rupees 45, that is called as normal wages. Overtime wages at a single rate for 4 hours into rupee 1 equal to 4. At a double rate for 5 hours into rupees 2 equal to rupees 10. The total for rupees 4 and rupees 10, overtime wages equal to 14. Total wages equal to 59. Method 1. Next method 2, total wages for weekly basis. You see, go to the fourth step, total hours worked 54, actual hours 45 hours, normal hours, single rate 4 and double rate 5. Method 2, total wages for weekly basis, normal hours up to 48 hours, rupee 1, 48 hours into rupee 1 equal to 48. Over 48 hours, if the workers worked in a week 54 hours from Monday to Saturday, actual hours 48 hours, excess hour is 6 hours, that is called as overtime hours, into double rate means 1 plus 1 2, is got the rupees 12. Total wages is rupees 60. Method 1, total wages is 59, method 2 total wages is 60. Hence, the method 2 total wages is high is compared to the method 1. So, that method 2 is more beneficial to the workman. Okay. Thank you.